Because put it this way, imagine a successful entrepreneur. Imagine a guy who's like, even imagine me, right? I wouldn't say that I'm like ultra successful, but I would consider, especially including my age, I am now considered successful amongst a lot of people. If I lose this channel, I will become successful again. In fact, if I lose this channel, I wouldn't even become unsuccessful, because I would literally, you would see me again within like 2 months. The same, I want you to think of some like relentless, some high achiever that you know, that you probably don't personally know him, but you've seen on like YouTube or something. This is why you see so many rich people, so many successful people who lose everything because of like the housing estate crash or the real estate bubble, or they make some, you know, bad investments or something, and then they get it back. And then they lose it, they get it back. This is why you consistently see that. Because it was never the actual specific tactic that really gets someone rich or not. It's simply just their brain, potentially their body as well. It's just the skill and the way that they go about the world. That's what makes someone rich. That's what makes someone successful. There's a certain type of person who, if you strip them away from everything, they will become successful again. There's a certain type of person, and this might be you, so I hope you've watched this bit instead of just being a dumbass and click forward, who we could give you. I could come to your house right now, build the business for you. I'll get you your first 100,000 subscribers or followers on social media, because that's what I do. That's what I've learned in terms of business, is audience building. Becoming an influencer and being a like personality that people enjoy watching. I will come and give you 100,000 subscribers right now. I guarantee that you'll lose it all. I will set up a business that makes you $10,000 a month. I guarantee that you'll lose it. Do you see some truth in that? Because you should, unless you're already like a successful guy and everything. That's why I'm saying this video is for like the 99.9% of people, right? If you're somewhat of a normal person, you should see the truth in that. You should not have that level of ego to think that if you suddenly were teleported up here from here, you were teleported up here, that you would maintain it. Because you have done everything to deserve to be here. How did that make you feel? I just said that you essentially deserve to be where you're at. What thoughts is your brain generating right now? Probably is excuses, and sometimes, you know, your brain, even the brain of like successful people, generates excuses. But are you going to listen to them? Are you going to comment below? The same fucking, every single fucking time I roast these comments, and then they come in and comment more. But Hamza, in India. Oh, but it's easy for you to say, but I have 700 children that I need to look after. Oh, but I'm brown. Shut the fuck up. Every single limiting belief is literally just you holding yourself back. It's like the dynamic of young men who look at the girl that they want and they're like, oh, I wouldn't go speak to her because she won't. Why are you rejecting yourself? I'm on your side here. I'm telling you, yeah, destroy those beliefs because you can do it. These motherfuckers come into the comments and say, no, Hamza, you're wrong. You've got too much faith in... I'm speaking like a dumbass today. You've got too much faith in me. I am like, I can't amount to anything. If you believe that, then you are right. But if you believe what I'm saying, if you believe in yourself, and those cringe fucking like motivational quotes, you know, those Instagram motivational quotes, or those posters that you put up on your wall of athletes, I promise you with 100% certainty, those cringy Instagram posts and those cringy posters of athletes that say like, believe in yourself, I promise you that they are totally accurate. That the most important thing, before I even tell you the things that can make you rich, is literally believing in yourself. So how much do you think you can make? How much are you comfortable making? Because you're going to give me a bullshit answer right now. And you're probably going to say, oh, 10,000 or 20,000. If your brain generated that, just know that you're a little bit of a pussy. Because the reason why you said that is because I said it at the start of this video, and I've also said 10,000 in a previous video. So you're just kind of like adopting my answers because you think it's what I want to hear. That's a side note, but you are a little bit of a pussy, right? How much do you think you can make? In multiple different success books that I've read, they've said the same dynamic between how much you believe you can make is pretty much exactly how much you will make. So in the 1900s, there was this, I think he's still alive, there's this very OG success like person, like guru, mentor called Brian Tracy. And in one of his books, he said that he met like the $5,000 a year salesman. So of course, $5,000 a year would have been like a fair amount back then. He said that when the salesman would have met his quote of $5,000 a year slightly early, he would get sick, he would get lazy, there would always be excuses, and then he'd end pretty much at 5,000. When he didn't hit 5,000, it was getting close to the year. Suddenly out of nowhere, he'd be into like fucking rampage. You get the best month of his year. So what dollar a year are you? And don't lie here. Do not lie here and just suddenly say the answer that you think I want to hear and say, oh yeah, I'm 5 million. Shut the fuck up. Be truthful, because for a long time, I was about per month. I was about 1,500. That's like where I stayed at for literally 5 months, which in my industry, especially in my growth, is fucking, that's a long time, right? For about 5 months, I stayed at around £1,500 a month, which was more than I had ever made previously. And it was kind of getting to the point where it was almost like, this is where the stress started in terms of making money. And I was thinking about like taxes and accountant and, you know, all that bullshit comes in. So I felt like I was a £1,500 a month type of guy.